One of the biggest names ever in Minnesota baseball still maintains his connection to his hometown, despite a career that took him all the way to Cooperstown. Mike Max is here now to tell us how a Hall of Famer is still giving back.
He is, Amelia. Dave Winfield was home last week to be honored. But our conversation also turned to the history of St. Paul, and in the middle of Rondo days, what Rondo neighborhood meant to him and his family.
It was like, how hard can I hit the ball?
He draws a crowd. On this day, Dave Winfield is back on his home turf, now known as Tony Stone Field, where he and his brother grew into stars.
My high school is right behind us. I live 3 blocks from here.
One of the people he inspired, who grew into a Hall of Famer in St. Paul as well, is here to pay tribute.
Yeah, and you know, he was a guy, he was a multi-sport athlete like I was.
You.
And like I said, he kind of paved that path for a lot of kids, myself included, that you can play multi-sports and do well at them.
And there's history that goes back even further. This day is done in conjunction with Rondo Days in St. Paul, recognizing a time in Winfield's youth when they built Highway 94 through that neighborhood, displacing 650 families.
It's about Mom Arlene. It's about their mother. I feel her. It's about her sons. Today's everything that she poured into them is about her spirit.
Winfield is reflective at this event. Not lost on him what happened during that time in history.
People may not have known what was happening at the time. Rondo was a bustling community, if you will, primarily African American, but it kind of separated the community. You know, one side and half of the community on one side, half on the other. So it kind of changed the dynamics, probably the way I know the way people did business, where they could live.
It is that sense of history that is part of why he comes back to St. Paul. It is not his current home. It is to his brother Steve and sister-in-law Robin. Today it intersects Dave Winfield, kicking off Rondo Days in 2025. Yeah, because it all connects, doesn't it?
It all connects, you know, with Billy Peterson being here and Arlene's sons.
The kid who grew up here before his Hall of Fame career does not want to forget what was.
And I think it did maybe irreparable damage to this Rondo community.
Do you remember a lot of conversations about those kinds of things back when you were growing up?
Yeah, we wondered, was there something more insidious behind this?
Yeah. That's part of why Winfield has committed to the community through the Winfield Foundation. He started awarding scholarships 49 years ago to St. Paul kids for college. On this day, he is surprised by a recipient.
I stand here not only as a proud recipient who went to college on a Dave Winfield scholarship, but I stand here as the parent of a recipient who went to college with the funding of a Dave Winfield scholarship.
They will erect a statue of him next year, right here. And there is a crew that has been following him for 2 years to create a documentary of his remarkable life that has taken him many places, but always ends up back here, where it all started.
I'll always be a part of St. Paul. I appreciate everybody. Love you. God bless everybody.
Only one Dave Winfield. Yes, next spring they plan to unveil a Dave Winfield statue in that same area, Tony Stone Field. His high school park, as he alluded to, at St. Paul Central High School, Amelia.
He deserves a statue there. Yeah. Good to see him. All right. Thank you, Maxie.